What's going on, everybody? Safari Sadek here. Well, we finally come to it, guys. This is the video that's going to explain the real reason why you all have been hanging around over here on this site, or on this channel rather. At the end, I'm going to disclose the real reasons why you all hang around here, whether you like the information or not, whether you like the delivery of the information or not, whether you like me or not, is totally irrelevant. And like I said, I'm going to reveal at the end of this why you all are hanging around here. So without further ado, let's get in here. The name of this video is E.L.I.'s Kryptonite. And before I go in here, just to give you a quick synopsis, I call an E.L.I, it's an acronym for Elect Leader of Israel, a shepherd that will have God-like powers when all this hell breaks loose. I'm gonna take you all in here and show you. I started this series last year. I was challenged by a subscriber to do a video on this topic and everything, and so when I did it, it started a series. The Spirit started imposing on me to do a series of these videos. And the first one that started all is called My Brother Sister's Keeper. And it's on BitChute. I was able to get it off my YouTube channel before they shut it down. All of my most important videos are on BitChute. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out and you'll see the foundation of this so-called very special masculine man known as an E.L.I. All right, let's get in here. First precept, this is going to be the foundation. Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach, chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. That's Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach, chapter 25 through 19. I'll explain all this towards the end as we go along. Now, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to explain in detail what an E.L.I is, where I got the concept from the movie, The Book of E.L.I. I used it as a foundational backdrop of this concept, but then I'm going to show you the scriptural precepts of what E.L.I is in these coming days and weeks that are lying just ahead of us. And here's the foundation of it right here. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. And a man or elect leader of Israel, a shepherd, an E.L.I, shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. That's Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. So, as you can see, the Most High has already put his anointing on pretty much all of you guys that are on this channel right now. Now, I'm going to go into real detail about that later on. But you all have been involuntarily drafted into this special forces portion of the Most High's military, of his army. And so this is how it's going to be. We live in this so-called feminist society, which ain't nothing but toxic femininity that's gone too far out of control and everything. Well, as this society continues to crash and burn and come unraveled at the seams, and so to speak, and everything, all these women that benefit off of this system that has been put in place, that has put them on a pedestal to believe this illusion that they're superior to men, that they are gods and goddesses and all this, and they could call 911 on you whenever they want to and have the system to take money from you by way of alimony, child support, or whatever the case may be. All that's been torn apart, and it will never be reestablished again, ever, in any dimension. This was the only time this shit was going to happen. And when this shit happens, these women are going to be at a loss. I'm telling you right now, because without daddy government and this bullshit infrastructure that supports daddy government, putting these bitches up on a pedestal and everything, in order for their very self-preservation, they're going to have to find a man with this anointing on him. Okay? I know, you know, there's a lot of you guys on here that have a lot of feminine qualities and everything. I don't give a shit about that, because I am the master E.L.I. that was commissioned to come back here and finish this work that I started last year, to whip you candy asses into shape, to get y'all ready to step into this role, because this is going to be a role like none other. When they put, the Most High had them put that movie out, the book of E.L.I., to give you a glimpse into the future, and it's going to be extremely brief here in Babylon, because Babylon is done. This place will not live to see another year at the rate things are going. They're going to sacrifice this into, I told y'all this in the video I did, Not Babylon America. They're going to offer up Babylon as a blood sacrifice in order for the 10 horns to have their hour of power with the beast. The only way that's ever going to happen, Babylon has to be sacrificed. And them guys over there, they're ready to get their turn. They're sick of this damn place. They've done everything they needed to do with this fucking hellhole. And we as the Israelites have done our 400 years. I know that causes a lot of people to be butthurt. You ain't got no reason to be butthurt yet. No. You ain't got no reason to go through none of that shit right now. That's just that bitch in you that you've been sent over here for me to damn work that shit out of you. The longer you hang around here, the longer I'm gonna keep applying pressure to y'all's asses. And I don't care how you feel about it or what you think about it, I'm gonna apply pressure to your little candy ass. All right, so, because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm the drill sergeant that's supposed to whip your little retarded ass into shape, because when you step into this role or have it thrown on you, you're gonna wish I was still there helping your ass when you're by yourself and nobody to talk to, nobody to ask questions. When you're put in this role, this leadership role, and everybody is looking at you for answers about everything. But because you didn't take this shit serious like you should have, you're going to spend the remainder of your life, however long that may be, and for most of you, it ain't going to be long at all. You're going to spend the remainder of your life regretting not taking full advantage of having been over here and could have got, you've been given all the information necessary for you to actually successfully complete this mission. You're not going to find this on these other Hebrew Israelite channels. That's why y'all hang around here. That's the real reason why y'all hang around here, because you were looking and you couldn't find it anywhere else, but you found it over here. But then a lot of you, when you came over here and everything, you have a problem with the delivery system. Well, when you go into the military and you're in basic training, you're not supposed to like what's going on. You're not supposed to like the way that it's going on. It's not designed for that. It's designed to piss you off. It's designed to set you on edge. It's designed to make you extremely uncomfortable. It's designed to inconvenience you. Why? Because that's the environment that you're going to have to operate and function in as a leader when this shit really does go hot. That's why. I'm explaining to you all in this video the method behind the madness that I don't hardly explain to y'all. I'm explaining it to you now. That way, if anybody buck up after this, then there's other measures going to be taken, and it ain't going to be nice. So, and this is for your own good, because like I said, when this shit go down and you have no other source of information or inspiration or whatever the case may be and everything, it's now all on you. All eyes are going to be on you. Then we'll see how you perform. Then we'll see how much slick shit you have to say then. Then we'll see, you know, how much you hate me then. This ain't personal, because I don't know you. And I don't really give a shit to know you. I have a job to do, and I'm going to do this job. And I'm damn good at what I do. That's why I was chosen to do this job. Even after death, I got sent right back here. Nope, I can't find nobody else who's going to do this job like you. Go back and finish it. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to do it. Despite how you feel or what you think, that's not important at all. Because you're going to feel and think a whole bunch of other shit here pretty soon. All right, so there's the foundation of an E.L.I. Let's look at Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. That's Isaiah 13 and 12. Right now, a masculine man is the most downtrodden man in this damn society. Whether he be an Israelite or otherwise, masculinity in this society is the #1 enemy. They hate that. Even a lot of men in a society hate masculinity because of their over feminine nature. You have been given a feminine nature to the point where you hate your own masculinity and that of others. And that's what causes you to buck up and, pop off at the lips and all this other shit, and you down with the feminist agenda and simping behind these stupid ass bitches and all this other shit. Why? Because you've been rendered, or as they say, emasculated into a woman. And that's the real reason why. But that's irrelevant because, see, you've been drafted into this damn special forces branches of the Most High's military. So you better get your ass in gear, homeboy or homo or whatever the fuck you are, because when this shit go down, all that damn feminine bullshit, that ain't gonna. All that's gonna do is serve to get your ass killed. So use this analogy, make a man more fine than gold. Well, gold has to be tried in the fire in order to make it fine. And honorable men and acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. So a lot of y'all hadn't been tried yet. A lot of y'all haven't been tried yet. Not like you need to be. That's why you're bucking and kicking right now and pushing back and this, that, and the other, because you haven't been tried yet. I have. I wake up every day getting tried. I've been going through this shit for well over years actually. But the past year, the finding process has been the most intense. And I thank the Most High for it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'd do it all over again. And so when you all were drafted into this special forces branches of his military, I was commissioned to whip your ass into shape. Because, see, unfortunately, for most of you, your finding process is going to be done during the hottest flame that has ever been lit in recorded human history. See, almost all of my impurities already done been burnt out. For the most of you, your finding process is just going to be just begun, and that's going to be hell in and of itself. Despite everything that's going to be going on around you, your finding process is what's going to be your undoing, because you're pushing against the finding process now and trying to prolong it and push it off and everything, and think that's going to get you, buy you a little bit more time to bullshit and fuck around and play. And it might do that. But guess what? When that fire gets lit and everybody's ass is on an even kill, and this bullshit reality, this false matrix or whatever you want to call it, when this shit crash and burn, you ain't gonna be able to blow this flame out. It would be stupid for you to even try. So you should have been getting your ass refined now. That way, when this finding process comes, there's hardly any impurities left in you to burn out. That way you can do this job without having to worry about a whole bunch of other personal shit. But the majority of you wanted to play, bullshit, fuck around, poke your lips out, talk your little bit of shit and this and that and the other. You're going to pay for it. And you're going to have to shepherd the flock of the Most High. Remnants of his flock that will be delivered out of here eventually. It's going to be your responsibility, because he's going to hold you accountable for every soul to get delivered to your ass. So you're going to be having a whole lot of shit going on, my man, when this shit go down. So you don't have any time to be bitching and crying about, me drill sergeanting your ass the way I'm doing it, because it's for your own good. Let's look at Matthew 22 and 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. There are few of us that are going to be doing this work that were actually chosen to do it. And we're going to complete this work because we were chosen to do this. We have no say in the matter. No matter what decision we made in life, it has put us right back on this path, because we were chosen to do this. Why? Why are few chosen? Because I told y'all this in the video I did the other day. The harvest is indeed plentiful, but the laborers are few. That video I did, where are all the good men at? The laborers are few. So a few of us had to be chosen in order to take this mission on so that it could be seen to its completion. The majority of y'all, unfortunately, and it's your fault, are not going to complete your mission. And it's your fault, because you can't even handle the training process. And that's your fault. You can't blame nobody else for that. but yourself. Because when you go stand before the Most High, he gonna get your ass. Ain't nobody else gonna be around there. You gonna be held accountable for all of those failures. So my advice to you is to cut the horse shit. Go back, watch all these videos, get you a damn journal that you can carry with you, and you write every single thing down in that journal that you heard, whether you liked it or not. And have that journal ready to go, because that's going to be your only source of comfort when this shit go live. I got my journals. I got 2 of them. And I just came up on some other information so heavy, I'm going to have to pray for extra time just to get it done, so I can take care of my inner circle and be able to continue to do these videos while being homeless, living under a bridge in a tent. But I'm still able to accomplish this mission. Why? Because I was chosen to do so. And I don't care about you being jealous about that. No, don't be jealous about that, because you got a whole lot on your plate that you get ready to have to deal with. You ain't got time to be jealous. I'm telling you that right now. I would be shaking in my boots if I was in y'all's shoes. I really would. I'm glad I'm on this side and know what's going on. See, y'all got involuntarily drafted into this unbeknownst to you. So that in and of itself right there should cause a extremely high level of anxiety, because y'all gonna go through it. And death is the only way out of it. All right. Now watch this. Let's look now. I told y'all that some of us E.L.I. is gonna have God-like status. Now the ones that were chosen will, not all of you, and that's gonna be to your disadvantage. Okay, I've been trying to tell y'all everything that you could do to try to, turn the tide and try to turn shit to your favor and have leverage. But if you bucked and kicked against it and thought you knew better and everything, well, don't worry about it. The whole world's gonna see, because when this shit go down, the whole world's gonna be watching. The Most High is going to be watching. Hamashiach is going to be watching. All the angels are going to be watching. This is going to be the greatest show on earth. Like they used to talk about the Ringling Brother and Barnum and Bailey Circus. This really is get ready to be the greatest show on earth. Satan and his boys going to be watching. The people that are around you are going to be watching. The people that are under you are going to be watching. The spotlight is going to be on your ass. That's what this is all about. That's why they're pushing this vaccine agenda so hard, to try to take a lot of y'all out of the fight before you even get into it. That's what this is all about, because they know if they could take all of us out, then by default, they won, and there will be a reset, and they get to start all over again in rulership. But that's not going to happen, because some of us were chosen to do this work, and we will complete this work. Despite it all, it will get done. Let's look at Psalms 82:6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. That's Psalms 82:6. So when we fully step into this role and them trumpets get blown and everything, these godlike tendencies, I'm gonna show you what they are, what some of them are. You'll know it too. And people around you are gonna know it, just like they did in that movie, The Book of Eli. Even though he was always outnumbered, but he always took care of that. He thinned out the herd pretty quickly. You're gonna have godlike powers like that. Some of these Israelites like to call them spiritual powers. Well, they will be done from a spiritual realm, but they will be manifested here in this physical 3-dimensional realm. But only those that are chosen are gonna get them. The rest of you all, hey, we'll see. Let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 5. For though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 5. I bet you a lot of y'all ain't never heard that before. There are many gods on this earth, and not necessarily just angelic gods. There are a lot of people on this earth, especially here in these latter days, that aren't even from earth. They're called star seeds, and I'm not going to go any farther than that. But they're not from here. I'm one of them. We're not from this damn planet. Even though we were sent here to, teach people to do certain things and to help with this great awakening and this transition from this fucked up kingdom to the next one that is to come, that was our mission. So we're going to complete the mission. See, when they tried to take me out in a VA hospital, it didn't work. Why? Because I'm not as human as you people think I am. Now, I know that went over a lot of y'all's heads. Do I give a shit? Nope. You'll go to the movies and see shit like this and sit back and think about it and ponder it. Well, let me tell you, fact really is stranger than fiction. I ain't going nowhere until my mission is over with. And even then, I'm not going to die a standard death like y'all will. I'll just go to another mission. It's been like this for time immortal. So, yeah, there are gods down here. All right. Let's look at Psalms 82 and 7. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Yep, those of you that were called, most of y'all are going to die like men. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you the number one reason why. Hell, you should already know by now, but, you know, I'm going to build the case. You'll see. I'm going to show you. I got something special to show y'all, too. But, yep, even though there are gods that were chosen to spearhead this movement in order to shepherd the remnant of the Most High to certain key areas and everything, to be picked up and taken away from this fucking hellhole, a lot of y'all are gonna die like men. Let's look at Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 2. And the majority of you all that were called, this is how you're gonna assume your position. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, which is in the process of happening, but that sword get ready to start cutting more and more here in the coming days and weeks. If the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. 99% of you guys that are on here on this channel listening to these videos fit into this category. It's already been shown to me. See, I do meditations every day, all throughout the day, and I get visions about a whole lot of stuff. So a lot of you all think I'm just some dude on here or whatever. Okay, well, we'll see, because the Most High has already done showed me a great deal about what's coming and how it's gonna go down. And the majority of you all are gonna have this shit cast on you just like that. That's why you were sent here, to try to get as much training as you can. I'm gonna give you a quick scenario of how it's gonna go down. Next thing you know, the light's gonna go out where you are, or some event, whether it be real or fake, it don't matter what it is, it's gonna cause havoc and mayhem. Right then and there, that very day, and it ain't gonna take hours to do it, it's gonna be in moments. Some shit gonna pop off where you at. People gonna start going crazy and having these fucked up ass weird expressions on their faces, standing around, motherfuckers gonna be having heart attacks. People gonna start committing suicide because they don't have a clue to what's going on, but they know it ain't nothing like they've ever experienced before. But guess what? Not you. The Most High is gonna cause something to happen to you, to all of a sudden, people that are around you are gonna start looking at you. Your ass gonna be scared too. But people gonna be looking at you and they're gonna be like, you know what, man? This dude don't look as scared as we are. He look like he might know what's going on or whatever. So next thing you know, they're gonna all come running up to you. And they be like, hey man, we want to follow you. The Most High gonna put this spirit on these people to do this. You have no say in the matter. You have absolutely no say in the matter. He's gonna force these people to come to you and demand that you lead them. And guess what? That's what you're gonna have to do, because you ain't gonna get out of it. Hell no, you don't put your hand to this plow, you ain't getting out of that shit. You're gonna perform all the way up to death. Whether you succeed or fail, you will perform, because you've been called to do it. See, it said man, it was called. It didn't say exactly how though, did it? Well, you're getting the inside look right here. These people are gonna come, a lot of these women and everything, they're gonna come running up to your ass. Hey, we're scared. Wherever you go, we're gonna follow you. You ain't gonna be able to say no. Hell no. Matter of fact, you're gonna welcome the company, because then when you realize you've been cut off, the umbilical cord has been severed from these teachers and everything, yeah, you're gonna want all the company you can get then, because you're gonna be scared to be alone for real then. Then reality gonna hit that ass then. Yep, that candy ass get ready to get tapped on like a motherfucker. So you better get ready. You ain't gonna die. If you try to commit suicide between now and then, that shit ain't gonna even work. You will perform. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's how about 98% of y'all were called. This is how you're gonna assume the role of an Eli. I just explained it to you right there. All right, Let's switch gears and get into this next part. Now we're going to go into some of the godlike powers and attributes that you're going to have when you do this. And it's going to be to varying degrees. Those of us that are in the top ranks, we're going to have this shit in the fullness. The rest of you all are going to have it to varying degrees. Some of you will have maybe 1 or 2 of these. Some might have, 3 or 4. Some might have all, but it's going to be watered down. It ain't going to be nowhere near as strong as you're going to wish it was. All right, let's get here. Job chapter 5, verses 19 through 21. Or if it's 22 or whatever, we'll see it when we get there. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, which is already here, but it's get ready to intensify. He shall redeem thee or deliver thee from death. That's going to be another reason why motherfuckers going to want to be around you and everything, because you're going to always be eating. And most of the time, you ain't going to even know how or where that shit came from, but you're going to be eating. And in war, from the power of the sword, motherfuckers it's going to be just like in that movie, The Matrix. These troops are warring gangs or warring factions or whoever, somebody that just don't like you. When this purge go down, people are going to see you get shot at or cut a stab and nothing happen. Now, I'm telling you, the Most High is setting y'all's asses up. He gonna put this on you so these people will want to follow you. Now you're understanding what's going to draw them to you. They're not going to just come to you just for nothing. No, some shit's going to be happening. And as a result of it, and the fact that you weren't negatively affected by it, they're going to come to you. Some of your head's going to get blowed up when this shit happened too, but you ain't going to be able to explain why. Not fully, you won't. Unless you wrote this down in your journal, and even then you ain't going to fully understand it. But yeah, this is the type of shit that's going to draw people to you. Verse 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. When all these people that are vaccinated, when this shit go online and they crank this 6G up or whatever, a lot of these people are going to become a part of that network. So whatever they see, the hive sees. Just like in that movie, The Cell, that came out in 2016 with John Cusack and Sam Jackson. They're going to be just, so anytime you run up on one of these motherfuckers, all they got to do is look on the satellite and see where they are. They're going to know where you are. And they're going to be snitching and telling everything they see. I've seen this in a vision before back in 2013. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Yep. But they ain't gonna, when they roll up on you, they're not going to be able to relay no information about you like they will everybody else. People going to see this shit, man. And it ain't going to take them days and weeks to see it. They're going to see it immediately. You're going to have various degrees of these spiritual God-like attributes activated in you in order to draw people. Why? Because there's not enough of us. So you unknowingly and involuntarily got drafted into this because there's not enough of us. We need all the help we can get. And so there it is. Watch this. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. I did a video called A Highest Covenant Against Attacks from Beasts or something to that effect about wild animals. That shit get ready to turn up. Man, people's animals, their own pets, are going to be turning against them. These angels and these tree-hugging hippies that work at these zoos that feel sorry for these animals, on the day when shit go to hell, they're going to go to work for no other reason than to turn these animals loose. These animals going to be all over the place. Wild animals, everything. Motherfuckers going to realize when these animals come near you and everything, they won't even bother you. You'll be walking down the street and a bear run out of the woods roaring and going crazy. That motherfucker see you, he'll be walking by you like he was a damn petted dog. Motherfuckers are going to see this shit, man. Most High going to make sure they see it. And it's going to get to a point to where you're going to start feeling so good about yourself while all this shit's going down and everything, you eating and everybody else starving to death and this, that, other, you're going to start laughing and tripping about this shit. People going to see that too. That's going to cause them to want to be on your team. Yeah, man, I got to be with him. There will be people dying, literally, gunfights erupting, knife fights, fist fights and everything, because people are going to want to be on your team. You ain't going to even have to hunt these people down. You're going to get scared initially and take off running when this shit first pop off. And as you're on your move trying to run and hide like a scared little bitch, yeah, this stuff's going to be happening right where you at. But it ain't going to affect you. The Most High going to have it set up that way. The angels are going to be working in the backdrop, orchestrating all this shit, like special effects in the movie. And people are going to see this stuff that are around. They're going to come right to your ass. They're going to be hollering and screaming, no, I'm going to be on this team. No, I grew up with him. No, me and him, we went to school together. All this other shit and everything. So you're going to be having motherfuckers wanting to be on your team if it means death. Because they ain't going to have no more answers. They ain't going to have no more protection. They ain't going to have no more understanding. I mean, it's going to be hell out here. And motherfuckers going to be looking for any semblance of understanding and, you know, just to try to make some sense out of what's getting ready to happen. Kind of like now, the reason why most of you all are over here, other than just sheer curiosity. You keep hanging around here because you're getting information you're not getting other places. And you know you are. And that's fine. I don't care. I'm doing my job. I don't care who come over here. But you better understand that there's etiquette and rules to this game over here. And if you try to upset that shit, yeah. I had to deal with that yesterday. You're not going to come over here and tell me what to do because you don't know shit. You don't know enough. If you did, you would be teaching this stuff and I'd be listening or doing something else. So keep that in mind. All right, let's move on. Verse 23, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. Damn. And the beast of the earth or the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee. Man, you're going to see a damn baboon running down the street, got released from one of these damn zoos out there, beating motherfuckers up and killing people. That some bitch will walk up to you and crouch down like a humble little lamb. You'll be able to feed him right out of your damn hand. After that, he'll be wanting to hang around you like a damn pet dog. Motherfuckers, especially bitches, see shit like that right there. Oh yeah, you got a fan club instantly right there. You done picked up a fan club just by shit like that right there happening. And the angels are going to be in the background orchestrating this stuff like a puppet show. Yep, and you're going to be the center of it. All of us are. I ain't even concerned about this shit. I ain't even worried about shit like this right here because I've already seen it in another dimension, in another realm. So it's no big deal to me. This is nothing new to me, okay? This is going to be new to you, all right? And verse 24, thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Wherever you go and everything, it's going to be hell going on all the way around you, all 360 degrees. You ain't going to have to worry about that shit for a time until you fuck it up, and I'm going to show you how. But that's how this thing's going to start off, and that's how you're going to attract your groupies and all these other people. This is how it's going to go down right here. I just explained it to you. So, like I said, you better be on here. You better start taking notes, cut the bullshit, and quit worrying about getting your asses reamed and finding out that everything you've been told is a lie and all this other shit. Forget about all that. Because we're past all that now. Now you got work to do, and you're going to do it. You ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna get sick. You gonna do this work. Damn it. Because I'm gonna pray to the Most High and everybody that ever came on this channel or the other one that I did. And every video you ever saw, whether you finished it or not, I don't care. You're gonna be held accountable for it. And I pray that he holds your ass to the fire and let all, look, you're gonna have parades of motherfuckers following behind you. You ain't getting out of it. You ain't getting out of it. You can turn this video off right now if you want to. You ain't getting out of it. It's gonna happen because I have a special relationship with the Most High like that where I can ask for certain things that you couldn't, and it happens. That's why I'm able to be out here at total peace while everybody else is out here doped up on all types of drugs and alcohol and everything as a coping mechanism to be able to deal with this hellish reality. Shit don't even affect me. See, I'm going through a lot of this stuff now. That's how I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't sitting at home under the AC and you know, comfortable and got money and all this other shit like the rest of y'all. That's not my reality, but I'm just as peaceful as you are without all that shit. So when all this hell break loose, the only thing that's gonna be different for me is finally watching y'all's ass react to it. I'm already there, so I don't worry about this shit. It's funny to me, I laugh now. Because I think this shit is hilarious, especially the fact that the 400 years over with and all you motherfuckers are finding out that we really are the people and all this lies and shit y'all done been sold and everything. The fact that you're having to find out that it was all bullshit, just your reaction is priceless. That's my source of humor. All the rest of this stuff, I can care less about it. That's the reality of it. So now you know what an E.L.I. is. Now you know your ass is gonna be drafted into this special forces branches of the Most High's military involuntarily, unknowingly. I don't care. Ain't my damn problem. I was chosen to do this work, so I don't give a fuck about all that other shit. That's your problem. That's your cross you gonna have to bear. All right. So now now you know how some of the godlike powers are gonna work. And there'll be others, but we ain't going into that. If you ain't chosen, you don't need to know that stuff no way. But that's pretty much the basics of the E.L.I. and everything. Now we're gonna shift over and show you E.L.I.'s kryptonite and what's gonna cause you to fuck up. 99.9% of y'all are not gonna complete your mission and everything, and I'm gonna show you why. Let's look at Daniel chapter 11, and I'm gonna read verses 32 through 35, and I'm gonna show y'all. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries, talking about Satan. And they doing that now, corrupting all y'all by flatteries and everything, because you wicked as hell. That's why you going out there and rolling your sleeves up, because your name's not written in the Lamb Book of Life. So, and because you love this shit so much and can't see that it's falling and crashing to the ground, yeah, you're gonna do that. And they're using flatteries. Well, if you do this, then you know you'll continue to be able to do what you've always done. Like what you've always done has been so great. Come on, man. You fucking delusional. You ain't never really done nothing in life worth mentioning. But yet you're gonna go down there and roll your sleeve up anyway. But not y'all. Y'all got work to do. This don't apply to y'all unless you already took that shit and you just hanging around here. The rest of you motherfuckers, y'all gonna do this work. But the people that do know their power shall be strong and do exploits. I just explained some of those exploits that y'all gonna be doing. Just explained it. So you're gonna do this work. I don't care. You're gonna do it kicking and screaming. I don't care. That's not my problem. You're gonna do it because you came over here. So now it's time to put the flame to the put the flame on the candle. Y'all gonna do this work. Yes, you is too. You're gonna do it. I'm gonna pray and make sure that you get to do it in its fullness. You ain't getting out of it. Verse 33. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. That's what our job is. That's why I defeated the power of death to come back here to continue my work. Yet they shall fall by the sword and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil many days. I know y'all probably think, but wait a minute, it just said that we will be able to, you know, have the power to avoid all that. You will. You will have the power to do that. So why is this gonna happen? It's 100% your fault. That's why. Because when this stuff started happening, I told you, a lot of y'all's head gonna get blowed up. And because of this, you're gonna get beside yourself and think that you can do whatever the fuck you wanna do. Pretty much kind of like right now. A lot of you ain't gonna change. Even though all this stuff's gonna be happening in your favor, you ain't gonna change. And it's gonna be your downfall. Because you're gonna really get bold about doing a lot of shit you ain't got no business doing. When this shit go down and you see you ain't affected by it, you gonna think you all right. And you're gonna get bold and you're gonna start doing dumb shit. That's why. That's why. That's why. Verse 34. Now, when they shall fall, they shall be hoping with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. Eventually, a lot of y'all just gonna tap out, you know, after you done fucked up and start realizing that you ain't, you know, got it like you had it when you first started out. Y'all just gonna commit treason and go on over to the other side. And it was your fault. It was your fucking fault. Verse 35. And some of them of understanding shall fall. Yep, even a few among the chosen gonna fuck up. To try them and to purge and to make them white even to the time of the end, because it is yet for an appointed time. That's Daniel chapter 11, verses 32 through 35. So, yep, even those of us among the gods among E.L.I. are gonna fuck up. And at this point right here, I'm gonna show y'all a little special presentation that I myself videoed yesterday. I had the opportunity to do it. And when I come back on here, we're gonna go a little more in depth in how y'all gonna fuck up. But this right here that I'm about to show y'all, this is what's gonna cause 99.9% of you to fuck up. This is E.L.I.'s Kryptonite. All right, here we go. I hope you paid close attention to what you saw, because what you just did was looked into your future of fucking up. Because that's a problem you're dealing with now that you never resolved. 99% of y'all ain't never resolved that problem. Especially what I'm referring to is at the end of that little presentation. Because that's what you're going to be dealing with. The majority of the people that you're going to be dealing with, especially the women, you just saw them right there. See, I see this out here all the time. This ain't nothing to me. This ain't nothing new to me. There's no novelty in it. I see it every day and night. I see this shit. And that's the results of them out here smoking all that shit and drinking and all this other stuff. And they got all these demons and devils and stuff in them and everything as a result of them doing that shit as a coping mechanism. When all this shit start going out and everything, that's who's gonna be approaching y'all. You just saw one of them right there. Not her specifically, but in general, that's what's gonna be coming in. That's what's gonna be attracted to your God-like powers. Her. And a lot of y'all gonna think, oh man, hell, this bitch of mine all fucked up and everything. I can, try to sneak and do some bullshit with her and everything. Think you gonna get away. Yep, until she crash and burn and you can't get her no more of that shit that she been smoking. And I'm telling you, when that shit goes down out here, you about to have to choke them bitches to shut them up. Imagine being in a situation when you got a bunch of people on your ass hunting you down like dogs. You and all the people that are under you that you're responsible for. Now, you done fucked around with this bitch and everything, and she probably went along with it. And it was probably the best experience you had because it's the only experience you've had in years. Man, come nighttime when everybody's asleep, hell, even your pursuers will be sitting down, resting and everything. Next thing you know, this motherfucker get to hollering and screaming and losing her damn mind and throwing fits and shit, and you not able to get her under control. Well, you just compromised that mission. You just compromised that mission. Now, when you go back and look at Daniel chapter 11, verses 32 through 35 that we just covered, now you're going to see why some of y'all going to get destroyed by the sword. Now you see why some of you are going to get destroyed by famine. These bitches are going to do that shit. Y'all going to have to take off running. And what little resources you had, you're going to have to leave that shit. Now you're going to be suffering. That's when the godlike powers get taken away and you start suffering for the bullshit that you did not have to do. Now you're no longer bulletproof or knife proof or whatever. Now all of a sudden the beasts are coming at your ass, gunning for you. Now, you see how this shit works? You see the kryptonite? You see it at work? You see how it functions and operates? Yep. And you're going to fall for it too. Why? Because you haven't resolved that issue. You're lonely now. You can't hardly get shit now because you stick out like a sore thumb. And these feminists can't stand you. They hate the very sight of you. And all they do is think about how to get your ass caught up. Or they probably already done got some of y'all caught up and got you fired off your job or some type of rape allegation or whatever the case may be. And so now you looking for some payback, and then a perfect damn environment's get ready to be created, and you're going to think that you're going to be able to get that payback. And it's not going to work. I'm telling you that right now. Ain't going to work. Let's look at Proverbs chapter 7, verses 6 through 10. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement. This is what y'all just did. And beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. Verse 8, passing through the street near her corner. And he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And beheld, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. That's Proverbs chapter 7, verses 6 through 10. And I just showed you a perfect example of that, except it was at nighttime. That way you could see it. That bitch was out there doing that shit for about 4 hours, and it was about going on 8 o'clock p.m. last night when I filmed that. And all kind of guys was going up there trying to get with her and everything. Yeah, so I know what I'm talking about because I'm seeing it in this dimension now. What's getting ready to start happening in your dimension here pretty soon. I'm getting a sneak preview of what the fuck y'all get ready to go through. That's why I'm hard on y'all's ass the way I am. To hopefully to try to, see if a few of y'all make it out of this shit. Because you're not in this paradigm. You're not in this dimension. You're only hearing about shit like this. Okay? And a lot of y'all's faith is not where it need to be and sufficient enough to be able to take this as it's being delivered to you. So when this shit really start happening and everything, you're going to be ill prepared to deal with it. All right? So, I mean, I did my job. My hands are clean. I ain't worried about none of this shit. Let's move on. I'm almost done. Matter of fact, this is the last precept. Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach chapter 23, in verses 17 through 19 and verse 21. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock saith thus in his heart, who saith me, I am compassed about with darkness. So you think you're going to be able to pull this shit off at night? The walls cover me and nobody seeth me. What need I fear or need to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. That's Ecclesiastes, which is Sirach chapter 23, verses 17 through 19 and verse 21. So about 99% of y'all are going to jeopardize these godlike powers and everything and being a celebrity, so to speak, because of that. Because of that right there. But then you're bitching and crying because you feel like I'm being too hard on you. Aw, you poor thing. You'll be all right. You better endure hardness as a soldier, because that's what you are. But Eli's kryptonite is going to be his number one downfall. It ain't going to be all this other shit these other people going to be worried about. At first, you're not going to have these issues. It's going to be your untamed, uncontrollable flesh. And these weird desires that you have, that's what's going to get your ass fucked up. All right? So what you need to do is get these issues dealt with now. Stop kicking and fighting and pushing against the very thing that was sent here to help you, and get your shit together now, because when then comes, it's too late. And you're going to be outnumbered by these women. They're going to be literally fighting over you, something you're not even used to one woman giving you hardly any attention now. You're going to have about 14 or 15 of them, or maybe more, maybe a little less, fighting and arguing over you, and not all of them are going to be ugly. I did a video called 7 Demons Shall Take Over One Man. If you haven't seen that, go watch it, because that'll fill in the blanks of all the rest of this right here. That's a very good presentation of an E.L.I. being destroyed because of his stupid ass frame of thinking and his weak ass flesh. So go back and watch that after watching this. So y'all get it together, because I'm going to stay on y'all's ass. That's my job, and I love doing it, because I actually do have love for y'all, whether you can believe that or not. And I don't want to see y'all, after having been exposed to all this knowledge that you've been hard-pressed to find anywhere else, having been exposed to all this, only to get out there and have it all destroyed, including yourself, over what you saw in that presentation or something like that. Come on, man. You got to think of yourself as better than that. We are the prey because we are the prize. And I got a video about that too. And you got to start thinking along those lines. You're better than anything you think you're going to stoop down to. You're better than that, man. But she look like she'll do what I want. Who gives a fuck what she looks like? It ain't about looks. It's about making it from here, out of this hellhole, to the wilderness. Then when you get over there, then you make your damn selection of what you want. Because at least over there, you know, hey, look, these bitches done been through the ringer if they made it over here this far. These motherfuckers over here on this side ain't been through shit, man. They're spoiled, entitled, proud, arrogant. And you think you're gonna, anyway, y'all gonna find out. Being disobedient and being disrespectful and just being flat out stupid, and because I say things that counter what you've been taught, or I say things harsh and vulgar, and you're not man enough to be able to understand it, or whatever your hang up is going to be, that right there is going to cause you to make the dumbest decision in your life, and it's going to cost your life and the life of all the people that were under you at that time, and you're going to have to give account for every one of them, including yourself. Man, that's a whole lot of damn blood to have on your hands to be standing before the creator of the universe. You ain't going to be hard then. Oh, no. You ain't hard as you think you are. And something as simple as that, what I showed you in that presentation here a few moments ago, is going to be what take you out. So that right there speaks volumes about you, especially after having received God-like powers. That says a lot about you, man. So you think you know what's going on and you think you know you? Well, school's out and it's time for final exams. We'll all see. All right, I'm done.